Chapter 3, Mishnah 1. As we learned in the previous chapters, certain types of malacha are permitted during Kol Moed if they are done for the sake of the festival. Technically, these should include haircutting and washing clothes. However, the sages prohibited these activities out of concern that people might purposely postpone these tasks until Kol Moed, when they have more free time. As a result, people would be in an unclean, untidy state on Yom Tov. The sages therefore prohibited haircutting and laundering during Chol Moed so that people would be sure to perform these preparations before Yom Tov began. This Mishnah gives examples of exceptions to the prohibition against haircutting during Chol Moed. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. And these are the ones who may cut their hair during Chol Moed, either because it was difficult or impossible for them to do so before the festival began, or because there is a mitzvah for them to do so during the festival. Someone who comes from overseas, or who is released for captivity, or who leaves prison, where he was in too much distress to worry about his appearance, or someone who was under a ban and was then released from it by the sages. Similarly, one who asked a sage to annul a vow he had made not to cut his hair and was released from his vow, may cut his hair during Chol Moed because he was unable to do so before the festival. Other exceptions to the prohibition against cutting hair on Chol Moed are cases in which one's hair is a mitzvah, and the Nazir, whose term of Naziris ends during Chol Moed, may cut his hair, since there is a mitzvah for him to do so. Similarly, the Metzora, who goes up from his state of Tumah to his state of Tahara during Chol Moed, may cut his hair, since this is required as part of the purification process.